All right, let's dive right in. Stealth wealth, how to look poor to actually get rich. Now, that sounds kind of backward, right? The idea that to actually get rich, you might need to look poor. Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack today.
So, let me ask you something. When you close your eyes and picture someone who's rich, what do you see? I bet for a lot of us it's the flashy stuff, right? The sports car, the huge house, the designer logos. We're all wired to see that as success. But what if I told you the truly wealthy are often the people you'd walk right past and never even notice? You know, there's this fantastic old saying that just nails this idea. Big hat, no cattle. It paints such a perfect picture, doesn't it? It's all about someone who looks the part, but has nothing to back it up. And that's the core of what we're talking about today. The huge, massive gap between looking rich and being rich. Okay, so that brings us to our first big idea, the wealth illusion, and how to decode something called the status trap. Honestly, this might be one of the single biggest things that keeps people from ever building real financial freedom. So, what exactly is this status trap? Well, it's that cycle we all know too well. It's spending money we might not really have on things that signal success. You know, the fancy car, the perfect Instagram vacation. But here's the kicker, the really cruel irony. The very things you buy to look successful are the exact things that stop you from becoming successful. And it's a loop, a really vicious one. Think about it. Step 1. You hop on social media and see what everyone else has. That's the social comparison. Boom. Step 2, you feel the pressure, so you go out and spend money to project that same image of success. Which leads to step 3, the financial strain. You're working your tail off, not to build assets, but just to pay for the image. And then you're back at the start, feeling even more pressure. It is absolutely exhausting. And that really gets to the heart of it. The real problem here isn't even the spending itself. The trap is ending up on a treadmill, working a job you might not even like, all to fund a lifestyle you can't actually afford. It's a life of stress and dependency, which is the polar opposite of freedom. Okay, so that's the problem. It sounds pretty bleak, right? But the good news is there's a powerful way out. And that brings us to the antidote, the stealth wealth secret. And really, it all comes down to this one single powerful idea. I know, it sounds completely nuts, but it's the truth that so many self-made wealthy people live by. The real secret to getting rich is to look poor. So what does that actually mean, stealth wealth? It's basically a total shift in what you prioritize. It's choosing financial freedom and a growing net worth over showing off the latest gadgets or clothes. It's about actually being rich, not just playing the part for an audience. Okay, this right here, this comparison is, well, it's everything. Just look at the two paths. On one side, you've got the status trap. Your focus is totally on what other people think, external validation. You're spending on liabilities, things like a fancy car that loses value the second you drive it off the lot. And the result? A life of high stress and, ironically, a low net worth. But then, look at the other side, stealth wealth. The focus is on you, on your financial freedom. You spend on assets, things that make you money while you sleep, like investments or skills. And the result? Low stress and a high net worth. I mean, when you see it laid out like that, the choice seems pretty clear, doesn't it? All right, so the theory makes sense, but what's the actual payoff? What do you really get out of this? Let's talk about the real, tangible benefits of going undercover with your finances. And trust me, the rewards go so much deeper than just a number in a bank account. We're talking about genuine financial freedom, like that feeling of not having a pit in your stomach when an unexpected bill shows up. It's about having more time, more options, more control over your own life. And maybe the biggest thing of all, you get to live a life that's true to your values, not when you're performing for everyone else. And if you want to put a hard number on it, just look at this. The difference between investing your money versus spending it on status symbols, over 20 years, that can easily be a $1.5 million swing in your net worth. $1.5 million. That's not a small change. That's a life-changing amount of money, all based on a different set of choices. Because at the end of the day, here's what it all comes down to. Real wealth isn't about having a garage full of nice things. It's about having a mind free from worrying about money. It's about not having to think about it. That peace of mind, that freedom from the constant hum of financial stress, that is the ultimate luxury. Okay, let's bring it all together. This last part isn't just theory. It's about you. It's your turn to really think about this and redefine what rich actually means to you. And I really want you to remember this. True success, the kind that actually lasts, has nothing to do with impressing the people next door or the strangers on your social media feed. It's about setting and hitting your own goals. It's about building a life that feels good and secure on the inside, no matter what it looks like from the outside. So, I'll leave you with this one last question to chew on. It's a really important one. Take a look at your life, your habits, your goals, and ask yourself honestly, are you building actual wealth, or are you just building the appearance of it?